Good morning. Happy Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday. Today will be the last day we have formulas that we have to plug into, and next week we'll be starting something new. But Monday you will have a quiz on the surface area and volume of all of these figures. I'll be putting it into a Google Doc, and you will submit your answers through the Google Classroom. So the last thing we have to talk about today is the volume of a sphere. Now when we talk about volume, we're talking about how much can the basketball hold? How much air can a volleyball hold? How much air can any type of sports ball that is round hold? That's the volume. That's what kind of air. How much air can we hold? So obviously there's too much volume, it would pop. Not enough. It's a very flat type experience when you try to bounce the ball. So we're going to look at the formula tonight or today, and the formula is a little different, and the reason why it's different is because of this 3. In all the other formulas we were squaring the radius. With volume you cube the radius of the sphere. So it's really important to know that we have to multiply the radius 3 times. So when you write your formula, V equals 4/3 times the pi times the radius cubed. And remember, the radius is going to be multiplied 3 times. And reminder that pi is always 3.14. So now back to the problem. So V equals 4/3 times 3.14 for pi, and the radius of this particular sphere is 4. So it's going to be 4 cubed. So then we're going to have V equals 4/3 times 3.14 times, now we're going to cube 4, so that's 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64. Now, if you have a TI-30XA calculator, you could just hit 4yx3, and it would cube it for you. That's 64. So you could hit this button and then put the 3 for 4yx3 equals, and that would cube the number for you. Now we're going to multiply them all together, and when we do that, we get this crazy looking number. I've cut the decimal or the digits a little bit short, but 267.946. But as you know, with all the IXLs, you have to round it to the nearest hundredth. So we look at the 4. We have to take a look to see if this is 5 or higher, and it is. So our final answer would be 267.95. Because this is 5 or higher, it makes this a 5. The next one, now, like before, it's giving us the diameter. So we have to come to the side of the paper, or I'm on the side of the paper, 12 divided by 2. So my radius would equal 6. Because remember, if it's the diameter, we have to cut it in half for the formula because we need the radius. So we write the formula, V equals 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed. So V equals 4/3 times 3.14. And we said here the radius was 6, and we have to cube it. So once you do that, you have V equals 4/3 times 3.14, and then 6 cubed would be 6 times 6 times 6, which is 216. And then you multiply all the way across, 4/3 times 3.14 times 216. Now, I want to show you something on the calculator about the 4/3 because some of you might have a problem with that. So for 4/3, if you have a TI 30XXA, you could hit 4 ABC 3, and that would give you 4/3, and then multiply that out. If you don't, you would take 4 divided by 3 equals, and then multiply it out. So either way, whether you're doing on an iPhone or your Android or whatever, you can do it both ways. So once we get that, we multiply 4/3 times 3.14 times 216. This one's very nice, 904.32. Last one, diameter of 2, so I have to come over here, 2, and I have to divide by 2, gives me a radius of 1. So V equals 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed. So V equals 4/3 times 3.14, and the radius we said was 1 cubed. Then we we make sure that we cube the 1, which is 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1. And now we put it all into the calculator. 4/3 times 3.14 times 1. And when you do that, you're going to get 4.186. We have to look at the 8, check out the 1 next door. Since it's 5 or more, this 8 will become a 9. So V equals 4.19. And that's how you find the volume of a sphere. And this is bittersweet because this is the last formula video we will be doing. And I will be coming back to you starting on Tuesday, probably with live videos, and the test will be on Monday. Have a good night, and I will see you soon.